fourth quarter. From the gun, Cohen. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for two, when to go for
chart.
one. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for two. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up one makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
Jackson down. From the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Jackson operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On 2nd down, Jackson forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, and now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue.
This is Geis. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brian Arakpo in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Right there. 54 Mike. Check right.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a run with Geis. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Set. Blue 90.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Jackson to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one. It's tempting to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first throw here in overtime. Escaping the pressure right. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there in overtime. 42 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun, Cohen. Drops it underneath for Collins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Redskins, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.